Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 6 of the Winning with Nick podcast. And today's episode, we'll be discussing the importance of keeping your goals to yourself. A few points of order before I get started. Starting next week on the YouTube channel, I'll be doing a chapter by chapter review, one chapter a week of David Goggins' Can't Hurt Me. And based off of your reactions will dictate if I do further book reviews. All right, now to the podcast. First point of order. Do not tell others your plan of action. Now you might be wondering, wait, Nick, why can't I tell my friends about my dreams and aspirations? It's not that you can't tell your friends about your dreams and aspirations. It's that I believe you shouldn't. I believe you should grind in silence, if you will. Keep your dreams and aspirations to yourself. Work in silence and allow people to see that end result. Because a lot of times when you're telling people that are your so-called friends about your dreams and aspirations, they don't really support your dreams and aspirations. So number one, you're wasting your breath telling someone who doesn't really want to see you win. Remember winning with Nick, winning mindset, winning mentality. They don't want to see you win in life. As a matter of fact, they're just around you so they can keep tabs and make sure you're not doing better than them. So they manifest failure in your life. So you have to be careful, number one, who you call friends. Number two, who you tell people about your goals, your dreams, your aspirations, things of that nature. Not everyone is your friend. So just knowing that, I highly recommend you should do an assessment of the people who you call friends. See if they're really for you or if they're just around you to make sure you're not doing better than them. And just pay attention to the signs. Pick your friends very carefully. And that brings me into the next topic of discussion. A smile does not equate to a friendship. So quite often people will smile in your face or they'll feed you enough BS just to get what it is that they want out of you. And that's the key point to this discussion. Typically people will smile or make you feel loved or make you feel good about yourself to the point where they can get what they want to get out of you. And then they will completely remove themselves from your presence or completely try to destroy your mental state. A great example of this would be a fake friend. Now, this individual might smile in your face and tell you, I'll just use me as another example. Hey, Nick, I see you with the YouTube channel. You're doing good things for yourself. But then behind your back, and that dude Nick thinks he can start a YouTube channel. He ain't going nowhere with that. Or if you, the listener, you have dreams and aspirations. You got a new job coming up. You got the interview. You got the job. Your friends might tell you, or your fake friends, not your real friends, will tell you, oh, man, congratulations on getting that job. It's nice to see you doing better for yourself. But behind closed doors, they'll be like, oh, that dude ain't worth it. Well, it's the podcast. That dude ain't worth a damn. He'll never be better than me. As a matter of fact, I'll just keep telling him enough just to keep him around, just to keep, feed him scraps, just to keep him around me, to stay in his presence, just kind of leech off of what he does have going on for himself. That person has no regard for you. That person has no wish to see you win in life. They have no wish to see you succeed. So a smile does not equate to a friend. To be quite honest, a smile can be a form of deception. People will smile so you can open up to them and open yourself up to an attack. So be wary of the people who come into your lives with a smile and open arms. Not all of them. As a matter of fact, most of them are not your friends and will not be your friends. They only wish to see you fail or to stay less than them in life. Point 3 of today's podcast, seeking validation for your hard work. So quite often, this is the reason we tell others about our dreams and aspirations or the hard work that we've been putting it in. As a matter of fact, this is something that I struggle with myself, working hard in silence and not telling other people about what it is that I'm doing. Now, the real reason, if you really think hard about why you're telling somebody else what you're doing, is because you seek the validation of another person to make sure you're moving in the right direction. You want to know that someone else approves of what it is you're doing for yourself. You want to know someone else values what you're doing. You want someone to validate your efforts. And I can tell you now, Self-validation is the best validation. Let your hard work speak for itself. You shouldn't look for other people to validate your hard work. If you worked your ass off to make an extra $10,000 a year to be able to afford a new car or whatever it is you're looking to afford, you don't need to go tell people how hard you worked for that $10,000. Let that new car be a representation of all the hard work, all the blood, sweat, tears, the endless hours you picked up at work to make that extra $10,000. Let that speak for the hard work that you've put in. Don't go around bragging to people, man, I worked 60 extra hours a week for this. Don't go bragging to people because, again, they don't care and those smiles do not equate to friends. Again, most people, I spoke about this on last episode regarding social media. Most people simply want to keep tabs and make sure that they're still doing better in life than you. They don't actually have your best interest at heart. So do not seek validation from others about all the hard work that you're putting in. Validate your own hard work, your own efforts by letting your hard work speak for itself through results, receipts, all of that good stuff. And the last point of today's discussion piggybacks off the last one about not seeking validation, but to grind in silence and embrace that silent grind. Something you might have heard me say before is no one cares if you're in pain. No one cares if you're broke. No one cares if you're just down and out or if you're taking L's. So knowing that, why would you want to expose yourself to people who wish nothing more but failure upon you? Embrace that silence. Embrace the adversity that comes along the road to success. I promise you that in the end, your hard work will pay off. In the end, the grinding you did in silence will speak volumes. It will speak volumes. If you keep telling people about how great of a person you are, if you keep telling people about how hard you work, what does that really say versus you letting the hard work show for itself? Think about that. If someone constantly has to tell you how great of a person they are, how much of a winner they are, to keep it channel related, think about it. How much of a winner are you? How much of a hard worker are you if you have so much time to constantly brag about how you're winning in life or how great of a person you are? So on that note, I'll just give a quick recap. Points of advice. Keep your goals to yourself. A way to do that, do not disclose your goals and your dreams and your aspirations to your so-called friends. Because, third point, not all smiles equate to friendships. A smile can be one of the most efficient strategies of deception. Because when we see smiles, we think friendly. We think, oh, I can trust this person. Once someone has your trust, it's already too late. Do not allow yourselves to be deceived by a smile. Point 4, although it may be very hard, I will not refuse to acknowledge that. Do not seek the validation of your hard work, your blood, your sweat, and your tears through other people by telling them about your dreams, your aspirations, and your goals for yourself. The last one, which really goes hand in hand with not seeking validation from others, is to grind in silence. Embrace that grind. If you got to work 60 extra hours a week, don't go complaining about it or don't go telling people about it, because once again, if you have to tell someone how great you are, how great can you truly be? And on that note, I just want to say thank you to everybody who tuned in to the podcast. Thank you for everyone who stuck around to the end and listened all the way through. It really lets me know the quality of the episode, the quality of the video by how long you guys stick around. Thank you for tuning in to episode 6 of the Winning with Nick podcast. Do not disclose your dreams, your goals, your aspirations, what you want to be in life to people who you think are your friends. They are not your friends. That smile is not an indicator of true friendship. It is a strategic form of deception. Remember that. Remember that. Remember that. Go out and win. Be the hero in your own life story. Do not rely on someone else to come save you. I guarantee that will not happen. On that note, go be great, winners.